story, which is The Very Busy Spider. And it's an old story, but most of us have heard it. But I'm going to tell it to you in a different manner today. Now, you see, this spider has just woken up from a deep sleep, and she is going to say a good morning to you. Yeah? A very good morning to all the little children over here. You see, I'm a very busy spider and I barely talk. So I'm going to tell you a story about my web that I started weaving one day. And here I go. So one morning, when the little spider came into the farmyard, she went up on the fence. And there she thought, let me start making a web. And so she started making a web with a thin trail coming out of her mouth. She had become really very busy. She had no time at all because weaving a web is very difficult. So there came a horse. Nee, nee. And the horse said, come, let's go for a ride. Do you want to come sit on my back? I'll take you for a ride. The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Well, after some time, there came a cow. Mm. Do you want to go into the meadow? Come, let's go. But the spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Well, the cow went away. Then came a sheep. Baa, baa. Hey, come, let's eat some grass, said the sheep. But the spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. So the sheep said again, come, let's eat some grass. She did not answer. So the sheep went away. Then came a goat that was bleating. Do you know how it was bleating? Meh, meh. Come, let's go. Run on the rocks. But the spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. So she went back. Then came a grunting pig. Come, let's roll in the mud. The spider did not answer. She was very busy spinning her web. She was doing a great job. And so he grunted again. But he went back. Then came a dog, a very friendly dog. Come, spider. Let us chase a cat. Let's do it. The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. She didn't listen to the dog. So the dog barked again. Back. Then came a cat. Meow, meow. Do you want to take a nap? Oh, spider, I'm very sleepy. Come, let's take a nap. The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning a web. So she yawned again and went back. Then came a duck. Quack, 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 quack. Do you want to go for a swim? Quack, quack, quack. But the spider didn't answer. She had just finished her web. She had been very busy. So the duck went back. Quack, 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 quack. Then came a rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Do you want to catch a pesky fly? Come. But The spider had already got so many flies in her web. Just see how she wove this web. So many pesky flies already there. So she didn't want to catch any. They came on their own and got stuck on her web. Then came an owl. Such a beautiful web. Who made it? The spider didn't answer. Well, she was sleeping. It had been a very long day, and she had been very, very, very busy. So the very busy spider made the most beautiful web that you can. And this web is the spider's house where she lives and catches the flies and the insects. Do you want to hear a song so that we recapitulate the story? And can you just click or maybe just enact like the animal I speak of? Should we start? All right. And then I'm going to ask you some questions also. 1, 2, 3, go. Nee, nee, said the horse, want to go for a ride. The spider didn't answer, she was very busy. Spinning her web, spinning her web. Said the cow, want to go in the meadow. The spider didn't answer, she was very busy. Spinning her web, spinning her web. "Baa, said the sheep, "want to eat some grass." The spider didn't answer, she was very busy, spinning her web, spinning her web. Said the goat, "want to run on the rocks." The spider didn't answer, she was very busy, spinning her web, spinning her web. "Grunt, grunt," said the pig, "want to roll in the mud." The spider didn't answer, she was very busy, spinning her web, spinning her web. "Woof, woof," said the dog, "want to chase a cat." But the spider didn't answer, she was very busy, spinning her web, spinning her web. "Meow, meow," said the cat, "want to catch a nap." But Spider didn't answer, she was very busy, spinning her web, spinning her web, spinning her web. "Quack, quack," said the duck, "want to go for a swim." The spider didn't answer, she was very busy, finishing her web, finishing her web. "Cock-a-doodle-doo," said the rooster. "Do you want to catch a pesky fly?" But the spider didn't answer. She had already caught a very big fly in her web. And then in the end, when the owl came, he said, "Whose web is this?" "That is mine. That is mine." So, can I ask you something? Of all these animals who just went and flashed by in front of you, which was your favorite? Could you tell me, was that the horse who does mee, or the cow who does or the duck who does quack, 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 or the owl who hoots like this? Can you mimic animals, children? Can you do? And what sound does the spider make? I don't know, because I've hardly heard a spider making any sound. Well, that brings me to my next story. And the name of my next story is Kachru Rabbit. Hmm. Kachru is a very sweet rabbit. Do you want to see? Let's meet Kachru then. This is Kachru rabbit. All right, let me just tie it. Thank you, Raman. All right. Now, Kachru is a very sweet rabbit and he loves to eat, as you know, juicy, juicy, very juicy carrots. He's so fond of carrots that he even grows them in his kitchen garden. There are rows and rows of juicy carrots which he munches like this. You know what all he makes out of them? He makes halwa. He makes pies. He makes a vegetable. He also makes a carrot cake. And he loves his carrots so much. And every time his carrots finish, he goes into the farm, his kitchen garden, and he pulls the carrots out. Do you know that carrots are there in the ground? So he pulls them from the leaf. And then he takes them inside, washes them, and then he chops them, sometimes munches them, and makes delicious and delectable things out of them. But one day, he realizes that his carrots are less in number. So he goes to his friend Matru Rabbit and he says, Matru, Matru, my carrots, they are fewer in number. They are finishing off in the garden. What do I do if they finish off? Well, Matru says, come on. There are so many other vegetables. Like there is cabbage and there are peas. You can eat them also. See, I eat all my vegetables and that is why I'm so strong. I just don't rely on carrots alone. I eat a lot of other vegetables also. Leafy green. But Kachru was not very happy and he said, oh, come on. I think I should go to the market and buy some seeds then because my carrots are going to finish very soon. He goes to the first shop. He asks the shopkeeper, can you give me some carrot seeds? Finished. He goes to the second shop. Can you give me some carrot seeds? Finished. He goes to the third shop. Can you give me some carrot seeds? Rotten. Now, all the three shops did not have any carrot seeds. What would Kachru do? So he comes back and counts the carrots in his kitchen. And then he goes outside and looks at his farm and says, I think I have to be very careful. I have to eat fewer carrots. But how will I live if I do not eat? So he goes to his friend Matru. Matru says, I have some seeds. You can take them. So Kachru is very happy. He takes the seeds in his hand. He comes back and he sows the seeds in his garden. And then he waters them. And then he waits and waits and waits for many days. In the meantime, the carrots are finishing, which are already there in his kitchen. So he eats very few carrots. Sometimes he eats only half a carrot in a day. But now, one day, all the carrots are finished. So he goes to his garden and he looks at some leaves coming out. So he pulls and he pulls and he pulls them out. But all of them are some big balls of leaves like this. He looks at them and then he feels very angry and he shouts at Matru, Matru, this is what you gave me. You cheated, you fooled me. See, what is this? These are leaves. Oh, this is cabbage. Try to eat this. This is so yummy. You can make so many things. I don't want to listen. I'm not a goat who will eat all these leaves. I wanted my carrots. You cheated me. My only friend. How could you do that? Now I'm going home. Matru tried to stop him. Hey, Kachru, wait. Try to eat. But Kachru did not listen. And he goes back and sleeps. While he is sleeping, what what happened? He was feeling hungry, so he started eating some leaves which were there in his hand, like this. And he loved it. He woke up and he thought, what is this that I'm eating? Oh, this is the same cabbage which Matru gave me. This is nice, not bad. He peels another leaf and eats it. This is nice, amazing, even better than carrot. So he keeps the cabbage over there and he runs to his friend's house and says, thank you so much. You introduced me to a new vegetable. I never knew that cabbages were so yummy, so delicious. Well, Matru said, I told you, you have to try, and I got something for you. I got some freshly picked carrots from my own garden. So you can take these, mix them with cabbage, and make a nice salad. Thank you, Matru. You're my dearest friend. And he says a big thank you to Matru. And from that day, he started eating not just cabbage and carrots, but a lot of other green vegetables like capsicum, like peas, and like spinach. And there's a song, children. Would you like to hear that song? Would you like to hear that song? All right. Let me just sing that song for you. Carrots in halwa are too good. Peas in curry make great food. You can sing with me. Carrots in halwa are too good. Peas in curry make great food. Lots of veggies are yummy, yummy soup. But cabbage is best and delightful food. Let's do it again. Carrots in halwa are too good. Peas in curry make great food. Lots of veggies in yummy, yummy soup. But cabbage is best and delightful food. Delightful food. And let me ask you something. I have heard that some of you do not eat all the vegetables. Is that so? Is that right? No. Because some children tell me, Rumika, we just like carrots. And some children tell me, Rumika, I just eat peas. Someone also tells me, I only like potatoes. But come on, you have to eat all vegetables so that you get all the nutrients and you have a fit and healthy body. So, in the comment box below, you have to tell me one of your favorite vegetables and what does your mother or father make out of it. I want to see. Let me see how many children and what is your favorite vegetable, and what is that one thing that you like out of it. Like, for example, my favorite vegetable is turnip, and my favorite dish out of turnip is turnip ka saag, which we make here in Punjab, right? So tell me, which is your favorite vegetable? Yes? You can tell your mom or dad, whoever sitting with you, they can type and I can see later on, right? Wonderful. And so you have to promise me today that you will all eat all vegetables, right? And let me just grab a bite of my cabbage again. It was so delicious. I can't tell you. And you know, when you eat with so much sound, what is it called? It is called munching. So Divya tells me it's carrot. Preeti tells me it's beans. Abha Sasan tells me it's spinach and paneer. Oh, palak paneer, that's my favorite too. Let me see some other children. Firdos says it's cauliflower. I made cauliflower today. Wonderful. All right. Tomato says Arpana Pathak for her child. All right. Tomatoes. Somebody says carrot beans. Wonderful. Just imagine how many vegetables we have. Lady's finger. Wonderful. Let me see the others. Come on, come on, come on. I love everything. Let's give a big hand to Poonam Das. She says maybe her child, he or she loves everything. And probably that is the reason for his or her good health. Vihan likes drumsticks. I don't get good drumsticks here. I don't know. I think in Bangalore you get, yes? Cucumber, yes, of course. I love drumsticks in my sambar, but unfortunately I never get them here. So let's move on to the next story. And this story is about a very lazy parrot. And we're going to do it half in English, and then we'll switch over to Hindi. So we'll do a vernacular in this. All right? So the very lazy or the lazy parrot, and it's self-written. And so let's do it. A little puppetry, yeah? So, one second. All right. So once upon a time, in a deep forest, there were many mango trees. Now sometimes mangoes don't grow like that. They don't grow naturally, but these mango trees were very old and don't know, God knows who had actually planted them long, long, long ago. And these trees were very, very thick, and they had some of the most delicious mangoes that you would have ever tasted. And there on one of the mango trees, there lived a parrot. And since he was in the forest, I'm not going to give him any name, he's a wild parrot. But he used to squawk a lot. And he used to move from one branch to the other branch, pecking at the mangoes. But he never used to eat any mangoes. He used to actually peck and then drop them down. So he used to waste a lot of mangoes. He had also become very lazy because he did not want to fly much to the other trees to look around what all was there. So he was missing out on a lot of fun. He had a very good friend, the monkey. तो एक दिन बंदर ने इसको बोला, तोते को बोला कि एक समा था जब हम दोनों कितना घूमते थे। मैं एक डाल से दूसरी डाल पर कूदता था और तुम उड़ के मेरे पीछे आते और हम लोग जंगल के भिन्न 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 तरह के फलों को चखते। अब मैं तो वही हूँ, मैं तो जामुन भी खा रहा हूँ, बेरियां भी खा रहा हूँ, आम भी खाता हूँ और ना जाने कितने और फल। मगर तुम तो यहीं पड़े हो, आओ तो सही, कुछ उड़ो, कुछ सैर हो जाएगी। But the parrot was not interested and he said, "You go now. I'm happy over here on my tree. Why do I need to come with you?" That was olden day. Those were olden days. Now I'm all grown up. I don't want to go with you. अब मैं बड़ा हो गया हूँ. मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता एक डाल से दूसरी डाल पर उड़ उड़ के जाना, एक फल के पेड़ से दूसरे फल के पेड़ की तलाश में। जब मुझे यही इतने सारे आम मिल रहे हैं तो मुझे क्या जरूरत है भाई? तुम जाओ जहां तुम्हें जाना है। But the monkey said, "Today I'm going to take you with me. Come, I'll show you a new orchard." "What?" asked the parrot. "A new orchard? Really?" "Yes, come with me." So the monkey took the parrot to a new place in the center of that jungle. And that place had such sweet fruits that children you would have never believed. I don't even know the names of those fruits. They were berries, and there were jamuns, there were pears and pomegranates, and there were a lot of chilies also. And what did I forget here? The guavas, which are the parrot's favorites. So the parrot said, "Oh my, come on, I never knew about this. How did you get to know about it?" The monkey said, "That's because I roam around. I saunter, I move around, I wander, and I found this place. And so Come now, let's relish these. And so they went together from one branch to the other branch, pecking, eating, throwing, dropping, having a lot of fun. And as soon as the parrot started flying and moving around and eating different fruits, he was also feeling more energetic and he was feeling more agile and alert. And so he thanked the monkey and he said, "Dear monkey, I am so blessed that you showed me this place." "Well, you're most welcome," said the monkey. So from that day, the parrot wasn't lazy at all. He started exploring different parts of the forest. And whenever he found a new fruit tree, he would go to the monkey and tell him. और इस तरह दोनों की दोस्ती पहले से ही गहरी थी, मगर अब और गहरी हो गई। इतनी गहरी जैसे कि नदी। और इसी के साथ हम ये सेशन को यहीं समाप्त करेंगे, मगर जाने से पहले हम एक प्यारा सा गाना गाएंगे। तुम और मैं और तुम फल खाते हैं बहुत सारे। तुम और मैं और तुम फल खाते हैं बहुत सारे। ढेर सारे जामुन और आम और बेरियां और अमरूद। मगर बंदर बोला, मिर्ची मैं नहीं खा सकता, मिर्ची तो केवल तुम खा सकते हो। हाँ हाँ, मिर्ची तो केवल मैं खा सकता हूँ। तो दोस्तों, अब हम अगले हफ्ते फिर मिलेंगे। बाय बाय, टेक केयर, हैव फन, टाटा।